fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I'm here all day. Check three, check three.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
57, Mike 57. Hey, let's go. Screen. Watch the screen. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. I'm here.
Now it's Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
57.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Sack, baby.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack on first down, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson, and that is incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A 59-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A quick throw now complete to Ross. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This is Connor, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready, 60 out low. Mike is 59, Mike the 59. Exit.
Operating from the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Sam up. Wide, get wide. Sponge. Go. No. He's coming. We got double up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
Set 18 Gator. Leo. Here we go. Like, rush in. He's
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Gonna let one fly into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Check. Blue draw quarters. Tight dog. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Blue down.
2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, the 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, boy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Got it.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know. Hey, lock it. 36. No. Now.
From the gun, Patterson. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go. Hard. Check 24. Ready.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Hey. Hey, I kill these traps. Let's get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
and what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Bravo.
Check. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Patterson eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ted McKinley made his way into the backfield.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
We got this.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Jackson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Ross on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can attempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass. Kill.
80 weapon.
Jim.
Look at me. Door.
Again, it's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Down. 50. Plant. Hey. Nice 7.
On third down, Patterson. He's got his man, Boyd. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And 2 spot. Ready. Sweet grip.
On first down, Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bengals first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Squeeze.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Don't get nervous. There you go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw. Patterson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Antonio Callaway, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd
Check,
and
check
11.
43. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
To throw again on second down. Jackson flushed to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
First down, Cincinnati.
Hey, Charlie.
55.
Now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Open man is Ross, complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Right there, 55. Rebut.
35-yard line.
Clear.
55.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Here we go. 30 base.
Mike 55.
Hit it.
And they will take a knee here.